I'm Davina Hariprasad, journalist for Creamer Media. Today, we speak with Mining Crushing Solutions Company, Gold Rock Project's representatives Mike Marsay and Benny Botha. They will be speaking to us about turnkey plant solutions that simplify the complexities of mining and aggregate operations. What are some of the key technological advancements you have adopted or developed recently in gold ore crushing and screening that can help improve efficiency or reduce downtime?
In terms of the crushers themselves, and particularly the market we focus on, which is obviously artisanal, junior miners, entry level. We've developed small mobile crushers. Trailer mounted being the smallest with a diesel engine. We've got tractor drawn crushers that are driven off the PTO, which obviously, it talks to a few things later on in your questions, but getting the crushers light and mobile enough to get to remote areas. So that's what we've paid particular attention to. So obviously it's not when you think gold mines, it's not your massive capital expenditure on gold mines. It's more we focused on the rural miners, should I say. So we've tried to develop lightweight, cost-effective crushers so that the guys can apart from sort of drilling and blasting on site, that they then have an option to crush closer to the source, which obviously helps in transport and to wherever they're having the mineral beneficiation done.
How are mobile or modular crushing plants evolving, and what advantages do they offer gold mining operations in remote or short-term sites?
The mobile crushers, being on a trailer, you can actually draw it with a bucky or a tractor or anything that is in the area. And the thing is, they are roadworthy, but then what you can do is take it with a bucky and draw it into a gravel road or into the bush and whatever. And then with the diesel motor that's on there, the diesel motor runs at like 1.5 liters per hour of the diesel consumption. So the costs are right down. And then obviously you can basically use it anywhere where there is no power. And then obviously for the bigger units. So what we do is we've built basically the smallest unit is a 3-ton per hour. Then the middle unit is about 12 to 15 tons an hour. And then the big unit is about 40 tons an hour that the guys can actually crush on site in the rural areas.
Are you seeing a move towards smarter, more automated processing equipment for gold mining operations? And if so, how is this changing the way you operate or deliver services to the gold mining industry?
We are currently in the design of a mill that will use a lot less power than the conventional mills, purely to get your entry level guys able to start. Unfortunately, gold mining, the key with gold mining is to crush your ore down to a minus 75 micron. When you get it to a minus 75 micron, that's when your gold is actually exposed, so that when you put it in a leach, the carbon can see the gold. So as Benny said, the most expensive part of gold mining is probably the mill section. So we're working specifically on this area where we can develop a low cost, low power consumption mill for your rural and artisanal miners to get their foot in the door, and that basically talks to moving away from alluvial mining to move into the correct way of extracting gold.
Okay, that's really interesting. How far along are you with this design?
We've got the designs done. We've got the designs done. We now just need to build a prototype. It's nothing. It's not rocket science. It's no different to the normal mill arrangement, other than us just cutting down a lot on the weight, which was unnecessary, and basically, where we're at the moment is finalize the designs. It's a case of us basically building a prototype when we've next got the opportunity and testing it. We're under no illusion this mill is not going to replace conventional mills going forward, but it will be a mill for the entry level. The entry level guys, we're looking at this mill coming in at a third of the price of what a new mill would cost. So yeah, and look, we'll admit that the purpose of this mill is to get started, but it's not going to be a mill that's going to last you 10 to 20 years. This mill is to get you started, and look, if you look after it, it will last. But I mean, we don't anticipate it having a life of much longer than sort of 5 or 6 years. But it is to get to market so that it's a more affordable option, so guys can start generating revenue.
Is this the first of its kind? Has there been anything like this mill before?
I'm not. I can't say. It's something that Benny and I have discussed because we've imported and sold mills locally, and even importing from China, the prices are astronomical. A 5 or 6 ton an hour ball mill of decent quality costs in the region of 3 million rand. For us to sell and install, and like I say, we're looking to try and do something at around the 1 million rand mark, which is a substantial saving, and coupled with a lower power consumption, it's really aimed at the rural market.
Okay, and do you have any idea? I know it's still in the works when this might hit market.
Look, we want to have one prototype done by the end of the year. I mean, we're busy sourcing materials and approaching suppliers that can help us, and will have scale to do it, to manufacture for us on a bigger scale down the line. But it is something that if we can, we want to have our first unit completed by the end of the year. But at this stage, we don't have a fixed timeline. It is sort of something that we're doing when we've got spare time and spare money to invest in it. So it's not something that we said we'd love to have it done by the end of the year, but I think by this time next year, by the middle of next year, I imagine we'll definitely have our prototype out, and we'll obviously be looking for someone to partner with to install it in their operation to test it.
Has there been any interest as yet? Have you?
We haven't really promoted it until we've built the prototype. Purely because we don't have a definitive timeline as to when we'll have it done. So until we know, okay, we're building, it's going to be done this way, we're not going to promote it. We have mentioned it to some of our existing customers, and they've shown interest. We do have a company up in Zimbabwe that would be interested in putting it in one of their lines to help us do some test work. So that would be an option once we've had it built.
That was Mining Crushing Solutions Company Gold Rock Projects representatives Mike Marsay and Benny Bertha. They spoke to us about their turnkey plant solutions that simplify the complexities of mining and aggregate operations.